What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Power Podcast. I'm your host, DC, and I'm here with our Student Senate team. If y'all want to introduce yourselves to the people, I don't know who wants to start.
I'm Reyes Santos. I am the Vice President of Clubs and Finance.
I'm Denya Jada, and I'm Student Body President.
I'm Tyla Mosley, and I'm Vice President of Student Representatives.
I'm Xantavius Graham, and I'm Vice President of Student Relations and Affairs.
Welcome to the Power Podcast, y'all. First question I have for you is just how did the year go? Like, how was it being on Student Senate for a whole year? You only got 8 days left of school. Like, just reflections. Like, how did it go being on Senate this year? Anybody?
I started off. I think it went amazing just based on the people that I worked with. You know what I'm saying? They made me a better brother. I gained a brother and two sisters. You know, so it was great overall.
Let's go.
I think it went better than I expected.
Really? Talk to me. Why?
Well, I mean, like, I was on Senate as far as, like, not on the exec board, but being on Senate, like, actually on the exec board, like, I got to see, like, the behind the scenes of certain stuff, and I thought, like, that was cool and stuff. So.
For sure. Madam President.
So I was in Tyla's position last year for Student Senate, and I had a great time with the former President Alexis and Sydney Pelzer and Huda Nua, and I was like, you know, I don't see it getting better than this, but this year was better. I loved working with everyone, and I think that after the elections and everything happened, I was like, oh, we got a good group. We got a good group, so I'm very grateful. I love these guys, and yeah, every Tuesday was a blast.
A ball.
So, yeah.
A whole ball. Reyes?
It went a lot better than I thought. I tell these guys all the time that I thought I would be like more. It was the three of them and me, but as the time went on, like I think like the first week we worked together, it was like very easily you could tell that it was all the four of us instead of me being like the outlier. I say that because Tyla and Dana know each other since like freshman year. Dana and Fat has worked together throughout the summer, so I just felt like I didn't have an in, but it was really easy to like.
Yeah,
We love you.
Hey, we only 2 minutes in. I am so happy for y'all. Y'all did an outstanding job. What's like the most like W flex that y'all have? Like, what did y'all do? You know, biggest flex, Senate, anything, big win.
Well, Student Senate received an award for the Seed Coalition.
Boom!
That was huge. We were at Hamlin. I think that was the week of that was April 11th.
Yep, April 11th.
So the three of us were there at Hamlin and we accepted an award among other schools from Minnesota and Iowa. So it was a huge recognition and we were so thankful. So
Let's go.
Clock it.
Clock it. Okay, well, I feel like we should spend this episode, and sorry it's a little hot in here, y'all, but I feel like we should spend this episode just talking about, like, the realness of CSP. Like, we got a lot of experience in here. Dana, Tyla about to graduate. Fat got 1 more year. Reyes, how many years you?
I am a sophomore.
We got a good, diverse group, as far as experience, but all of y'all being leaders, seeing things from behind the scenes. Let's just chop it up about, like, CSP in general. So, first question I have for y'all is what is like the good of CSP? Like, what really makes it feel like your school, like this is my spot? Maybe like a memory that you got when you really knew like this is my place. Like, just whatever stands out. Like, what makes it feel like, okay, CSP is really my place? And not all of y'all have to answer every question, but whatever comes to mind, speak from the heart.
I say the same thing every time. The small community, bro. It's so small. Like it is what you make it. Like 100%. Like they laugh at that community. It is what you make it though, bro. Like the school's so small, bro. Just speak to everybody. You never know like who you gonna run into, who can be your connection to get you to the next position you're trying to go to in life, whatever. So the small community.
Yes, sir. I love it.
I would also say like your people. Like once you find your people, I'd say that's like one of the best parts, and like connections, like Fat said.
Okay. Any other?
No, I feel the same way. Definitely think the community is what sets CSP apart from anywhere else. And I will say, like, coming in freshman year, you definitely have some anxiety on, like, will I meet my people? Like, will I, like, find somewhere where I fit in, and just kind of longing for that sense of community. But I was blessed enough to find my people, and then even then it kept expanding, into these guys as well. So, yeah, I never thought about leaving CSP. I bleed blue and gold.
Boom! That's the real president right there.
Bars,
You got anything or?
It's just the same thing as these guys said. Like, it's really easy to get like intimate with people and like find your people. Yeah, it's just the same thing as them. So
Okay. W. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Senate, I'm gonna ask y'all to keep it real on this Power Podcast. Okay. So, what could make the experience better? Like, this is literally y'all job. Like, what do you feel like the school or just your experience in general? Like, what would make it a better experience for you as a student?
if the people had school spirit, if they had like if they wanted to like really engage, because I know that us and other like heads of clubs have been really struggling with club engagement, which I think is really frustrating, because I feel like school engagement is like one of the most important parts of being a college. Like, obviously we're not the U, but like we're still a college. We should still have some kind of community, but
That's real.
no one wants to.
Well, that's
hang out
my
with
job.
us.
We gotta keep it rolling, y'all. We gotta get the school.
I mean, it can't only be you.
That's real. That's real. That's real. I mean, people watching this episode, for sure. Okay, what else? Ray is being honest.
I was gonna say, I mean, I feel academically I got everything that I wanted, and I was nourished in all the ways possible, and I feel super set with my degree. But yeah, I guess I feel like what Reyes is saying is the biggest point, and I know sometimes people say that CSP doesn't feel like a college, and I understand a lot of people might be commuters as well, but I think your college experience is definitely what you make it. And I think by putting yourself out there, joining clubs, like talking to people, and it does make a world of a difference. So that's how I feel.
That's real.
I think, I guess it's just like interesting, because at least for me and Dana, like we came in and it like was still kind of like COVID. Like we were still wearing masks in 2021 when we first started college, and like I feel like because of that, like we wanted to like be involved in stuff, because we were in like lockdown a couple years before that. But like now it's like everyone wants to like go to their room after class, and I'm like, okay, I guess. Like I don't know.
Basically, people be getting too caught up in their schoolwork. I understand that we're here for a degree, but you gotta have fun.
Nah.
That's
How are you doing school for real?
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
That's real. Okay, well, I appreciate y'all being honest. I can definitely see the school spirit, because even like, football games, basketball games, or events on campus, clubs, like just the experience of being in college, off campus and stuff too, You got some?
I think we get caught up, when we get here for the fall semester, people create their friend groups and things of that nature. But they only, speak to those friend groups, so they don't go outside those friend groups. So that causes people to feel like they don't fit in. Just like Ray Ray was saying, when we first got here, he felt like maybe, it wasn't going to be his thing, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people who scared to get out their comfort zone to actually go approach that friend group and just see if they fit in or not, you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah, man, start opening up them friend groups and let more
You
people
never
in.
know who you might meet. I remember my first time meeting Fat was my sophomore year, fall semester. We were taking government and politics with Brian McDaniel.
Okay.
And he sat in front of me. I do have a good memory. And I was like, who is this person? Then he turned around and he was like, asking me for a pencil or something. I gave him a pencil. He said, thank you, twin. I'd never been called before. So you never know who you might meet and how close you guys might get. So
Yeah. That's crazy. For real though, I didn't know her for real from a can of paint when we first got here in the summer. Now, my dog. I was telling Tyla earlier, I was like, it's crazy how much we done grew. Like, they're my dog, and I be seeing her, we having full conversations every day. Like, same with Ray Ray, man. It's crazy.
Dang. This is beautiful. Okay. So, I guess advice, how do you encourage people to get out of their bubble a little bit, or put themselves out there? And I know go to an event and stuff like that, but for real, how do you really go about putting yourself out there? I know Fat, you're pretty known for this, meeting new people, you got nice shoes on today or whatever. What helped y'all kind of take that step up? Because not everybody knows y'all. Everybody around campus knows you, not just because of Senate, but just because of how you carry yourself. So what advice you got for the people watching today that maybe are feeling a little, they're in their room right now, don't really get outside their room on campus or whatever? How do you encourage people to make the most out of this college experience? Because it's 4 years goes by quick. I'm sure that was quick.
Yeah. I would say go sit in different areas. If you're studying, maybe or if you're not even studying, maybe come to Diversity Center or go to the community lounge, or go study outside, or go study in the library, and you can meet so many different people you never know.
That's real.
So.
That's real. Go skating.
Go skating. I speak to everybody. everybody that crossed my way gonna get spoke to for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like I compliment somebody like I like your shoes, even if I don't like them for real. You know what I'm saying? No, I got this one teacher. She said she your favorite professor, Miss
Colleen?
Something like that.
Okay.
She be wearing the green.
Yep.
Yep. She said every time you see me, you compliment me. You done told me the same thing 3 times. I didn't know though, because I be sitting at different locations like Tyla said. But I said, what's your name? I forgot her name, but she said, ask DeVaris about me and things like that. So yeah, just talk to everybody.
Shout out Professor Colleen.
I love Colleen.
Yes, for sure. Y'all got anything on that?
I think that, remaining approachable and open to new connections is the best way too. I walk around this place with a smile.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think that when you are opening yourself up, like physically and kind of just emotionally as well, to connections, they just kind of come to you and it flows. So I would say remaining open and.
I probably need to take the advice that they have given.
That's what
Headphones and you'll be like.
he be locked in. He's still young though. He's still young.
You have time.
Yeah.
I know. I also like walk really fast.
He does.
Yeah. Sorry.
You be on a mission.
Yeah.
On the
Yes,
move.
I do. But I mean, like, I think if I know you, I will obviously say hi to you and talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't know you, my headphones will be in, music will be blasted, I'll be walking right to my door.
What's your go-to song?
Anything loud.
Okay.
Wow.
Anything like electronic, like loud, yeah.
Oh, for real?
Okay. So
Yeah.
can I ask you, so as someone who, you have your headphones in, you're kind of reserved until, you see someone.
Mhm.
Like, if someone, per se, like Mr. Xantavius or, Tyla and I kind of came up and, no previous history or anything, would you be willing to, stop and talk to the person?
Yeah, I'll if we want to have a conversation, I'll take off my headphones,
Yeah.
be respectful, and then
Yeah,
I'll say hi
right.
and stuff. But if that connection isn't made, or if it isn't clear that we want to talk,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like,
That's fair.
yeah,
That's fair.
I'm very closed off, which is not good.
It's okay though.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, I got 2 more questions to wrap up this episode. The first one, just talk about what's next. I know we got 2 seniors in the room, and then we got you coming back for the last year. You got a couple more years left. So just kind of just paint the picture. What's next? What are some goals that you got going into the summer and next fall? What's next? It could be related to CSP or not. Just curious, what y'all got going on in life. Whoever wants to start.
After next year, first thing, finishing school. But I need a break from school. I'm done with school. I thought I was gonna come back and get my master's, but I got some plans I want to do business-wise. I could tell my family and my kids and stuff that I went to college, I graduated. And I think that's a good start because I'm gonna be one of the first ones that graduated with my degree and things of that nature.
Let's go.
So I think it lined up perfect with everything I had to go through just to be standing here today. And I might have kids or grandkids that go through worse than what I went through. But just to see that their granddad or their brother or they whatever done it, they can have the capability to do it also. And what I'm doing after this, I don't know. I still live in Minnesota, but I'm gonna be somewhere with my own business ventures going on. Shoutout. Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, we got graduation May 2nd.
Be there, be square.
I will be going back to school in the fall. Maybe you guys will see me, maybe not.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Okay.
So I'm going back to school. I'm going back to nursing school next January. So I'm gonna be taking a break, working, traveling. Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you going to nursing school at?
I don't know quite yet. I'm still applying
Georgia.
to some schools. I wish. No,
Georgia
but
Peach,
yeah.
Let's go. Okay. Great.
I know what I wanted to do academically because my major's really one path, so I just have to do internships and stuff. I hate internships, I hate all of that, but in the term of anything that's not career based or academic based, I don't know what I want to do. So,
You got time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know when I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
Didn't know I was gonna be director of diversity center. I was just going to school. Okay, last question for the group. Imagine that we show this video to freshmen, just got here on campus, first day on campus, orientation week, especially for my seniors. What do you want to tell these people that are coming in for the first time? Whether it's a piece of advice or just a word of encouragement or just something about CSP, what's your big takeaway of okay, for this person watching this right now, here's what I have for you from Tyla, from Denya.
One, go to all the events welcome weekend. That's where you find like a lot of your friends, even if you're a commuter. Because I was a commuter my freshman year, and I found a lot of my friends during welcome weekend. And then just be yourself. Just be you.
You gotta put that up on the wall for me. I love it. Okay, what else?
I would say bet on yourself always. You're more than capable, more than able. And I think oftentimes we're our worst critics and we limit ourselves the most. But what you're capable of goes far past the moon and the stars. So bet on yourself always.
I see why they picked y'all for Senate. Y'all are just giving so many gems right now. Okay.
I'm still basically your first one.
I think I would say to the brothers that look like me, especially, like, it's okay to get out your comfort zone. You know, you're gonna get society want to paint a picture of you. They want you to be a certain way. To this day, I still get my brother and them be like, bro, why you know what I'm saying? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? But like, I don't know. You just gotta understand the game of life, because like to me, I see life as a video game now. You know what I'm saying? Just like Tyla said, be you. Like Denya said, bet on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And if it make you happy, just do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't make the whole world happy, bro. So yeah,
That's true.
seize your opportunities
Seize your opportunity.
and forever remain motivated.
Okay.
Okay.
At the app right here.
Right here. Tap in. Right here. Ram, is that anything?
Just go out. Like, school, it is everything, but also just like you have to have the work-life balance. Like, you're not just a book, you're not just the textbooks. Don't get the textbooks.
Wait 3 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks. Wait 3 to 4 weeks before my
Share with a teammate, a clanmate.
That's
What up?
real advice. That's real advice.
Facts.
Yes. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you, Senate, for hopping in on this episode. I always give an opportunity if you got any shout outs, your mom, dad, brother, friend, a brand, anything, anybody that you want to lift up. I'm waiting for you. You're a rapper. I know that. But yes, any shout outs that you want to give to people that might have tuned into this episode today?
I want to give a shout out to my mom, to my dad,
Let's
to my
go.
brothers,
Yes.
to my aunt.
Let's go. Yes.
Shout out Asho.
A lot of these are there.
Shout out Solid Core.
Yeah. Yo, okay.
Shout out to my little sister Angel. Happy birthday.
Okay.
That's
Well,
Okay.
That's it.
shout outs.
Shout out to all my family. There's too many to name. Shout out to my brother, my sister, my pops, my stepmama, my dad. I already said him. But you get it. Everybody who had a part in me being here today. Thank you. And thank you to these wonderful people for accepting me here at CSP.
Absolutely. Love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Hey,
Love it.
don't start that crying. They
I had to cry 2 minutes in. Tyler?
Shout out to my friends and family.
Yes.
Yeah, CSP as a whole. Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Bears.
Love it. Well, I appreciate y'all for hopping in. And thank you for tuning into another episode of the Power Podcast. Please, please, please share this episode. You never know who needs to see these messages or hear from our lovely Senate team, especially if you're a freshman coming in for the first year. Definitely share this with your friends. But thank you all, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Power Podcast.
Thank y'all.
Bye.